Good morning, everybody. Today is October the 18th of 2021. It is 6:36 in the morning. How nice. Um, Today we're going to read Psalm 30. The computer, my laptop, started up really slow today, and usually when it starts up this slow, it means that we might find some bugs. So if this cuts out halfway through, then it's probably why. Hopefully it'll be okay. Anyways, Psalm 30, a psalm and song at the dedication of the house of David. I will extol thee, O Lord, for thou hast lifted me up, and hast not made my foes to rejoice over me. O Lord my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me. O Lord, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down into the pit. Sing unto the Lord, O ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. For his anger endureth but a moment, in his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. And in my prosperity I said, I shall never be moved. Lord, by thy favor thou hast made my mountain to stand strong. Thou didst hide thy face, and I was troubled. I cried to thee, O Lord, and unto the Lord I made supplication. What profit is there in my blood when I go down to the pit? Shall the dust praise thee? Shall it declare thy truth? Hear, O Lord, and have mercy upon me. Lord, be thou my helper. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness, to the end that my glory may sing praise to thee and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks unto thee forever. Amen. Yeah, that was it. Was the one part. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness. And weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Yes, it does. Because in the Father, all we can do is find happiness and joy. It's it's been getting rough out there, from what I've been hearing. Um, a lot of people are standing up to this tyranny that's happening all around the world. I'm hearing a lot of people pushing back, a lot of people fighting against the deceptions, the lies. On that same token, there are still people hurting everywhere I look, everywhere I hear. People are still having so many problems, losing their jobs, losing their family members. So many people that are losing their family members right now. It's so sad sometimes when you hear these things, especially especially the younger kids. I mean, I'm starting to hear more and more of 20 and 30 somethings that are just, you know, dying. This this thing about their hearts swelling and, you know, blood clots and all this other kind of stuff. Just, man, it constantly reminds me of the verse. I don't remember if it was. I don't think it was in Revelation. I think it was somewhere else where they said that men's hearts would fail for fear of what was coming. on the earth. And that may not have anything to do with what's going on right now. That may not have anything to do with, you know, what is it? The myocarditis? Is that what it is? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember the name of it. But that may not have anything to do with it. But every time I hear it, that's the only thing I can think is that verse. There are so many verses throughout the day that I hear of something happening to somebody or something else, and it just something springs in the back of my mind like that's that verse. That's literally what it was. And I don't want to straight up say, every little thing is what it is, but the Father told us this would happen. The Father told us this would come, and whether we whether we want to believe it or not, we need to be prepared. We need to be praying every day. We need to be asking for forgiveness, asking for comfort and healing for others, asking for wisdom and discernment, and asking for the faith to keep going. Because you can just see it. It's everywhere now. It's everywhere you look. And it's just so in your face at this point. I still can't find it for myself. The one the one article, they they say it's Reuters. Is that how you pronounce that? Reute. I don't know what it is. I don't really care either way, but they are saying that they were saying that 6.66 million doses have been given out, or no, 6.66 billion doses have been given out to the world. I think it's what it was. I don't know if it's real or not. It's like I said, I can't find it every time I go looking. Let me see if I can look it up here real quick. See, I can't find it. So I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if it's real. A lot of other people say it, but yeah, I don't know. But it would not surprise me if it were 100% real. Because the numerology is just everywhere at this point. And the numerology's been there forever. It's one of the things that I've pushed several times in several different videos as I've gone is trying to wake people up with the numerology, and it's one of the many things that was there for me that woke me up, something that I've had for most of my life, as I've been able to see the numbers. Never understood what they were, but I was able to say, oh, this number keeps popping up all the time, and then of course the you get like the Jim Carrey movie 23, and yeah, everybody wants to make a joke of it out of it. And I've talked about this in depth somewhere else. I'm sure I have, but just so many times now on so many different things. Almost like every news article I read, if I even decide to read a news article, it's like, 72 here, 33 there, 32 here. And then, if you want to go in depth with a lot of the other bigger numbers, 57 here, and 35 here. Just so blatant. And it's been there forever. I don't know if. I know I've mentioned this somewhere before. Um, we have been watching Twilight Zone. We watch. I've been watching old shows because I've been wanting to see how far back this has gone. And so Twilight Zone is about the oldest that we're watching. I've watched older than that. Getting back into like the Honeymooners and you know some of that older stuff. Even some like 1970s British stuff, and it's there. It's all there. The Twilight Zone is the worst. I mean, just hidden numerology everywhere. Just absolutely absurd. And I've covered some of this stuff. I know there was one video I made where I tried to record Hulu, and of course, you can't record Hulu. I should have made screenshots or something. No, it's all right. I couldn't even make screenshots because it's like no matter what you do, you can't. You gotta like take a picture of the image and then like pull that image from somewhere. It's absolutely absurd. But it's just it's blatant. It's blatant and in your face, and they don't care anymore because the masses still aren't paying attention. The masses are still falling into place. They're still doing everything they're told to do. Most of them, I don't think they think anything is wrong. That's the most absurd part of it, the whole thing is every now and then I will catch like the comments on like maybe a Twitter page or something, and these people they just don't see anything wrong with what's happening, and you're just like, and then there's of course there's the fake accounts that are constantly trying to push that it's not the government that's making everything bad. It's what was the one that I saw said that the corporations, it's the corporations are the ones that are trying to kill the supply lines. It's the corporations that are making you pay more money for. And I'm like, oh, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. I tried the other day to see it from their point of view. I actually did. I tried uh, to just completely blank my brain and to try to see it from the point of view of, oh, everything's fine. It was supposed to be this way. We're cool. And I can't. There's nothing there. You just can't turn it off anymore. Once they say once you're awake, you never go back to sleep. It's not possible because it's just constantly, you just constantly see it. And boy, man, sheesh. Getting crazy out there though. And we definitely need to pray. Pray more than we ever have. Ask for the full armor of God. Point. This is absolutely a spiritual war. You can see it everywhere. You can see it. I'm starting to see it in people's faces. I'm starting to see the buildup of just evil in people's faces. We have to be ready for what's coming. We have to be ready. Um, that's all I've got for today. I have to go to work here in a little bit. I'm doing 10 hours today. So I'm rolling out overtime. Woohoo! Yeah. You can sense how much I'm really wanting to do this. But yeah, I I'll keep going on. That's all we can do. Keep going on. Pray for each other. Pray for pray for those out there that are hurting. Pray for those out there that are being affected by this the most. Pray for the entire country of Australia. Oh man. I know there's other countries that have to be just as bad, but we're not hearing from them. I'm like, there's 200 and something countries in the world, and all I hear is from like six of them. What's happening to the other 190 whatever? What are they doing? How bad is it? Anybody checked in on North and South Korea lately? How are they doing? Are they doing okay? It makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder what's going on because you don't hear about that stuff. Like it's like you hear about the UK, you hear about Italy, you hear about Russia every now and then. I hear everything about Australia. Australia's, it's just a prison country at this point. You hear about the United States, and you hear about Canada, and I might hear about like Ireland, just little things here and there. But outside of that, nothing. It's like where's the rest of the world? Have they already wiped their? I mean, every now and then I'll hear something about like Africa, you know different countries in there that the ones where their their prime ministers or presidents or whoever mysteriously died, and then suddenly out of the blue they get such and such amount of shots transferred. Who was the one? It wasn't Kenya? It was one of the other ones. I can't think of what it was now, but yeah, he was the one that just died out of the blue, and then the next day they had a shipment of vaccines go into his country, like the next day, and he was one of the biggest anti-vax guys. I guess he was one of the ones that kept saying we don't want this because there's questions that we have, and just like I said, out of the blue he just dies, and then the next day, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. But be prepared, guys. Be ready. Be prepared. Full armor of God and all the discernment that you can ever pray for, because it is definitely coming around. Anyways, computer's fired up. I'm logged in, so I shall talk to you guys later. God bless you all. Take care. Read your Bibles. Pray. Pray every day. Love you all.